Don't you just love drinking and driving? Don't you just love when you get rear-ended on the highway while trying to drive your tractor? Then surely you'll enjoy pissing on an unconscious body that you knocked out. You already know what this game is. Yeah, it's my summer car. And this is my Pookie Bear, Tiamo. The goals for today is we're going to build the Satsuma engine, build the front and rear suspension, and then finally put the Satsuma engine in the Satsuma.
I just lost my dog, and my brother told me.
I started by picking a name only a fine gentleman would be named. As soon as I spawned in, I went to go look at the note on the fridge. Grabbed a beer. And then went to Uncle's to get the birthday money. I went ahead and grabbed the turbo badge too. And then I got on the mini bike to head into town. Then proceeded to crash multiple times on the way. I noticed my brakes weren't working, and then I went to the menu and realized I'm an idiot because the brake button was inverted. I still kept crashing the mini bike, of course, over and over. And then this idiot tries to kill me on the highway. I finally made it into town. Went inside hoping to see Tiamo butt naked, but I was disappointed, sadly. I went ahead and bought everything I needed for the car. I also bought some beer and food. And thank God for the backpack mod, or I wouldn't be able to carry all this with me. I also went ahead and filled the mini bike tank. I spent like 20 minutes trying to get the stuff to stay on the mini bike. I finally just left with only the beer. Who needs fuel anyway? I got back on the highway to head home. And yep, you guessed it, I crashed again. Drinking and driving is so much fun. I then saw Penna on the side of the road to try to get a ride from him. He finally got unstuck, and I accidentally flipped him off, so he got mad. I was trying to get him to stop, and I ended up just pissing all over myself. I got back on the mini bike to head back home. After I finally made it back home, I went inside to put everything up. I then wrote down some things in the journal. I then lit up a ciggy, went outside, and soaked in what I'm about to have to deal with. I then went to go take a shower. After that, I went to bed. As soon as I woke back up, I started on the engine. I installed the crankshaft and camshaft first, then the main bearings, and then the pistons. Oil pan went on next, and then the camshaft assembly. After a while, I had most of the engine built, with only a few parts left. I finally finished it a little bit later after that. I then went back inside to write in the journal again. I went and picked up Uncle's tractor so that I would have something to drive around. After I got back home with the tractor, I picked up a few things to take with me so I can go get the wheels for the Satsuma. Remember, it's not safe to drive without drinking. Or smoking either. On the way to Tiamo's, I noticed on the side of the road I left some beer, so I picked it up. Got rear-ended again by a dumbass who can't see a giant-ass tractor in the middle of the road. Oh, and guess what happened after that? Yeah. I made it back to Tiamo's so I could fill the tractor up. I noticed Janie was there, so I did the only right thing. And yeah, I yeeted his car too. I bought the spanner set, so I was putting the order in for that. After that, I filled the tractor up. And I was on my way to the old house. While smoking and drinking at the same time, of course. Then I was reminded that the rally is today, and you know what that means. I got rear-ended again. Who would have thought? I used the grab anything mod to put the tractor back on the road. It tried to run away. I finally made it to the old haunted house. I wasted no time getting the wheels. And I was immediately blinded by the tractor headlights. I grabbed all 4 wheels. I then got back in the tractor to head back home. I kept drinking and driving just like all people should. And then I got into a head-on collision. I wish it would have killed him. So anyway, another car hit me, and I haven't even made it to Tiamo's yet. I swear I'm not a bad driver. I got back on the road, and finally, I made it back to Tiamo's. I skipped the post order so that I could go back in there and pick it up. I was then on the road headed back home, finally. And surprisingly, I didn't wreck on the way, and I finally made it. I parked the tractor and went inside and ate some food. Then I went outside to do the front and rear suspension. I opened the spanner first. I bolted the front subframe down, then all of the left side suspension. I was pretty much done with the left side right here. So then I started on the right side. The right side was all done, so then I moved to the steering column. And then I put the steering rods on both sides. Finally, I was getting ready to drop the motor in the Satsuma. I put the front wheels on. And then it took me like 15 minutes to get the motor lined up on the front subframe. I went back inside to take a shower. And then I went to bed because it was late. As soon as I woke back up, I went outside to start the rear suspension. I put the trail arms on each side. And then the shock absorbers. I put the rear hubs on. And then realized I had to take the shock absorbers off to put the springs on first. So I did that, and then I put the rear wheels on. I finally finished everything I needed to do this Satsuma today.
Marjatta, minun rakkahin, toisen löysit ja lähdit luotani. Marjatta, oi Marjattain mun. Marjatta, oot puolukain mun.